Ano, morag ka?
Catch Oragon Basketball League on Oragon Sports TV. Liga ng mga Kampiyon!
Walang makatatalo sa laro ng buhay, kami panalo. Kampeon ng Oragon. Sa puso at isip, kapatiran, ang respeto lagi naming bitbit. Sa bawat tagumpay, may hirap at sakripisyo. Ngunit sa dulo, nagwawagi ang prinsipyo. Kahit anong hamon, kami ay tumatayo sa puso ng Oragon kami, handa sa laban. Lakas at tapang sa bawat galawan. Hindi sumusuko kahit saan mapunta. Pagkaisa ang aming sandata. Kampeon ang Oragon, walang makatatalo. Sa laro ng buhay, kami panalo. Kampeon ang Oragon. Sa puso at isip, kapatiran, ang respeto lagi naming bitbit.
I'm so completely yours.
Welcome to the main event. 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 Let's go. Welcome to the main event. Welcome to the main event. Welcome to the main event. Something that you won't forget. Welcome to the main event. You ain't seen nothing yet. Let's go.
Son, you know why you the greatest alive. Fuck rap, bustin' like an addict with a semi-automatic. Who'da had it and he ready for anybody to buck back. Gonna catch a vibe, ain't no way in hell we leaving nobody alive. Even suicide, no fuck that. Bobby feeling villainous, he killing us. I'm coming for your man and his lady and even a baby. I'm feeling like I'm chicken, Slim Shady with rabies. I'm coming at the mouth, ain't nobody taking me out. Every single rapper in the industry, yeah, they know what I'm about. And I dare you to test me, cause not a single one of you motherfuckers impress me. And maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I'm full of innovation. And I'm tired of bombing. It's high school, he's cool, he's not rap shit. Should a single one of you motherfuckers even rap shit?
This that I got.
Ano man ang pangarap mo, matutupad yan dito sa NCF.
College of Computer Studies,
For the things I learned today.
College of Arts and Sciences,
My school is the best foundation to become what
College of Teacher Education, College of Accountancy and Finance, College of Business and Management, College of Engineering,
the future's in our hands.
College of Health Sciences,
The best is yet to come.
College of Criminal Justice Education. Let your quest begin here at the Naga College Foundation, because we don't just educate, we elevate.
Experience NCF high-quality education and be part of the community of champions. Be a Tiger now.
Leap into the future. At the heart of every dreamer lies the future of limitless possibilities. At Naga College Foundation, we understand the journey. With proper guidance,
Ano man ang pangarap mo, matutupad yan dito sa NCF.
College of Computer Studies,
For the things I learned today.
College of Arts and Sciences,
My school is the best foundation to become what
College of Teacher Education, College of Accountancy and Finance, College of Business and Management, College of Engineering,
the future's in our hands.
College of Health Sciences,
The best is yet to come.
College of Criminal Justice Education. Let your quest begin here at the Naga College Foundation, because we don't just educate, we elevate.
Experience NCF high-quality education and be part of the community of champions. Be a Tiger now.
Leap into the future. At the heart of every dreamer lies the future of limitless possibilities. At Naga College Foundation, we understand the journey. With proper guidance, inclusive community, and state-of-the-art facilities, your dreams can become a reality. We are a training ground for future innovators, where quality education continues to thrive and service.
Oragon kami, handa sa laban. Lakas at tapang sa bawat galawan. Pero ng Oragon, ang lakas sa puso at isip. Kapatiran at respeto laging nating bibig.
Ano, maorad ka? Catch Oragon Basketball League on Oragon Sports TV. Liga ng mga Kampiyon!
Walang makatatalo. Sa laro ng buhay kami panalo. Kampeon ng Oragon. Sa puso at isip. Kapatiran at respeto laging nating bitbit. Sa bawat tagumpay
Morad ka? Catch Oragon Basketball League on Oragon Sports TV. Liga ng mga kampiyon!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on the third game of our Saturday action, and this time it will be the USA Falcons facing off against the JB Hart. We are your commentators. I am Jasper Abante, and with me is Christine Reyes, and we are live here at the Naga College Foundation, brought to you by GNN TV48 Naga and Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon.
At ayan nga, Jasper, isang magandang laban po ang ating mapapanood ngayong hapon na ito, because knowing JB Hart, wala pa po silang talo dito sa ating Season 1 of Oragon Basketball League Elavil Cup, while on the other side, USI Falcons, dark horse para dito sa ating season na ito dahil napakaganda ng mga performance na pinakita nila during nung mga nauna nilang mga laro. Kaya ngayong hapon na ito, titingnan natin kung pagtutuloy-tuloy ba ang magandang performance ng JB Hart o ang USI Falcons na ba ang babahit ng talo sa kanila.
Ayun na natin, magandang laban talaga yung naghihintay sa atin for our third game this Saturday dahil undefeated team JB Hart. Same as the NCF Tigers, pero yung ating NCF Tigers nakuha na yung ika-6 nilang panalo dun sa ating second game, while JB Hart makukuha nga rin ba yung ika-6 na panalo nila or masusungkit nitong ating USI yung unang talo nila dito sa ating Oragon Basketball League Elavil Cup Season 1. And of course, pagdating naman din sa players, talagang malalakas yung players itong dalawang koponan na ito. As we can see, USI Falcons warming up for this game, and of course JB Hart, veterans kung ituring pagdating sa loob ng hardcourt with their star players including Jerome Martinez, also known as Boss Carepa, while on the side naman of the USI, yung kailangan talaga nila ditong bantayan is yung team chemistry nitong si Asibor and Doloso na talagang ginagawa nilang unstoppable yung USI Falcons dahil sa kanilang mga connection. Well, not just the two of them, but also most of their players have this connection.
And of course, yung USI Falcons, isang magandang laban yung pinakita nila during that fight against NCF Tigers na umabot pa tayo ng overtime, kaya ngayong hapon na ito, isang matinik na laban ang kakaharapin ng JB Hart dahil hindi maging madali yung pagkuha nila sa kanilang ika-6 na panalo, because it is USI Falcons they are facing with. And now, ano ba yung paghahanda dito ng JB Hart for this matchup? And to hear an update on the side of JB Hart, we have our courtside reporter Kyla. Hi Kyla, anong update natin dyan?
Thank you, Thin and Jasper. Good afternoon, Bicolania, and to all our basketball fans na nakatutok pa rin sa atin here at GNN TV48 Naga, Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon. We are now on our third game for today. Ako po si Kyla Casulia at ako ang inyong makakasama on the side of the JB Hart. As the team is still undefeated this season, they are now ready to add another win. Since USI is a great team to play, magandang laro ang kanilang ipapakita ngayong hapon. As I talked with Coach Alex a while ago, he told me that they focus on familiarization on their opponent. They review their games and of course the movement of each player. We can expect that the JB Hart will give us a good game today as they are prepared for this game against the powerhouse, the USI Falcons. Coach Alex continuously reminds the team to enjoy the game, play smarter, and defend their title as undefeated this season. Ayan muna ang update sa side ng JB Hart. Balik sa inyo, Tina and Jasper.
Thank you so much, Kyla, on that update from the side of the JB. At mukhang nakalimutan pa ni Kyla kung sino yung kasama niya on the panel. But ayun na nga din, yun naman talaga yung dapat ingatan talaga ng mga teams natin for Oragon Basketball League, yung title nila, lalong-lalo na JB Hart and NCF had this, which is the undefeated for this league. Pero ayun na nga, medyo may hirapan silang masungkit yung panalo nila for this third game dahil USI Falcons hindi rin basta-basta, at nakita rin natin yung kanilang mga performance talaga from the very first start of our Oragon Basketball League Elavil Cup up until dito sa ating sixth stretch ng ating OBL. And of course, yung kanilang mga players ay talaga namang patuloy na nagpupursige na ma-develop yung kanilang skills para may mapatunayan din. Same as the Ateneo de Naga Golden Knights from dati mabilis silang matalo or malaki yung nagagawang kalamangan kontra sa kanila. But this time, kitang-kita naman natin yung pinagbago. And of course, on how they develop their team as or how they will play as a team dito sa ating Oragon Basketball League. Now, to hear an update from the side of the USI Falcons, nandiyan ang ating courtside pero mamaya na natin yung tatawagan din.
At ayan nga, Jasper, nasabi na natin, grabe yung in-improve dito ng USI Falcons. Sila yung isa sa mga team dito sa Oragon Basketball League na kapag yun na yung kalaban mo, kailangan grabe yung preparation na gagawin mo. At para marinig natin kung ano nga ba din yung preparation ng USI Falcons facing off with JB Hart. Andyan ang ating courtside reporter na si Casey. Hi Casey, take it away.
Marhay na aldaw, Oragons! We are now on the third game of this week's Oragon Basketball League Elavil Cup 2025. This is Casey Anchoquia bringing exclusive updates on the side of USI Falcons. Matapos ang kanilang kahindik-hindik na laban noong nakaraang Sabado, handa na muli ang Falcons sa bigyan tayo ng napakagandang laro ngayong araw. Their energy is high, their focus is sharp at siguradong gigil silang makamit ang panalo for this game. And speaking of, nakausap ko si Coach Lupe kanina at nabanggit niya nga na ang goal talaga nila ngayong araw ay manalo. With defense on their focus, aniya, this is their time para makabawi sa lapses na nakamit ng team in their previous games. According to him, discipline and execution ang magiging susi para makuha nila ang panalo. Sila na kaya ang kauna-unahang team na makakatalo sa JB Hart? Yan ang ating aabangan dito lamang sa Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon. Balik sa inyo, Jasper and Tin.
Thank you so much, Casey, on that update from the side of the USI Falcons. Talagang kaabang-abang itong laban na ito. Dahil ayun na nga, hindi naman talaga basta-basta bibigyan ng madaling pagsungkit sa ika-6 na panalo nitong USI Falcons ang ating JB Hart. And of course, gusto ko lamang i-acknowledge din yung presence ng ating Oragon Basketball League Commissioner, Sir Mike Coe, and of course, other commissioners with Sir G.R. Castillo and Sir John Salvador na naandito sa ating NCF covered court para sa ating OBL third game.
At just for just a few minutes, we will start this much-awaited matchup of USI Falcons and JB Hart. Kaya naman para sa mga fans ng USI Falcons, if you're on your team, shoutout na kayo dahil mamaya-maya babasahin po namin ang inyong mga comments. And if you're a fan of JB Hart, I think you need to sit back and relax for this showdown of these two teams because surely it will be a great one. Kaya naman ngayon, kikilalanin na natin ang ating lineup para sa ating dalawang kupunan na ito. Again, this is a much-awaited matchup of JB Hart and USI Falcons. At bago ang lahat, pasalamatan lang din natin ang ating mga sponsors, Jasper. We have Taylor Swift, Laod Seruma, Crown Hotel, Glass House Beach Resort, Lamar Residences, Tigers Cafe, and Nisi Rapa Drug Mart. Now we can see our starting lineup on the side of JB Hart here and USI Falcons. We have Quijano, Del Rosario, Posada, Ravalo, and Doloso. While on the other side, we have Alanis, Magalong, and the rest of the players of JB Hart.
And as we start the tip-off, sino nga ba makakakuha dito ng first ball possession? Let's take a look at this. And the tip-off is for the USI Falcons with jersey number 17 almost getting that triple with that in-and-out ball. And this time, ganti naman ang tres itong JB Hart pero silang makakakuha ng first blood coming from Barde on the side of the JB Hart. Now, USI Falcons, anong sagot ang gagawin dito? Doloso to Quijano. Now, Quijano will guarded here by Magalong. Double team Quijano. But the ball is having a good rotation here on the side of the USA Falcons, and Posada agad na magaganti ng 3 puntos dito, Tin. 3-out deadlock dito sa ating first quarter.
This is what we're talking about. If it's USA Falcons and JB Hart, of course, they will give us a good matchup. As we can see right now, nasabi mo na nga, Jasper, unang 3-pointers coming from this both teams, at ngayon, ramdam na agad natin yung intensity ng laro ng dalawang kupunan na ito. But JB Hart snatching that ball. Naka Mendoza, dire-diretso. No good on that attempt. USA Falcons on the run here.
Magandang opensa, magandang depensa rin ang ginagawa dito ng ating USA Falcons, with Del Rosario snatching that 2 points kontra dito sa ating JB Hart. And as we can see, mahigpit rin yung kanilang ginagawang depensa. Di basta-basta nakakapasok ang ating JB Hart dito sa kanilang front court. But Relucio getting that triple on the side of the JB Hart. Isang puntos na kalamangan itong ating JB Hart. Agad ba yung bubure ng ating USA Falcons? Let's take a look at this. Dahil palitan lamang ng puntos yung natutunghay natin, 10. And this time, masasabayan nga dyan itong si jersey number 17. But an error here on the side of the JB Hart. Out of bounds. At maagang timeout naman din yung tatawagin dito ni Coach Tupe, the head coach of the USA Falcons.
Naramdaman nila agad yung intensity ng laro against JB Hart. Now let's take a look at it again. Doon sa magagandang plays agad nito nga JB Hart at USA Falcons. And of course, napatawag nga agad ng timeout dito si Coach Tupe. Kasi as we can see, kung pinaghandaan ng USA Falcons yung kanilang depensa dito, ganun din yung JB Hart. Ngayon pa lang, ramdam na natin na magiging maganda all throughout this game yung magiging performance ng dalawang kupunan na ito. And now let's see here kung ano nga ba yung gagawin dito ng dalawang kupunan na ito. Now, USA Falcons with this ball possession, Ravalo. 8-minute mark already on our first quarter. Now, Quijano, heavily guarded here. 18 seconds to shoot. Posada passes to Ravalo. Back to Posada. 13 seconds to shoot. Toloso for attempt. No good. Quijano. Offensive rebound and a second chance point para dito sa USA Falcons. Every ball possession counts para dito sa ating dalawang kupunan. And we can really see the determination sa lahat ng players ng JB Hart and USA Falcons. Now, Magalong. Basket count with a foul here. A chance for a 3-point opportunity.
Magandang opensa at depensa for both of these teams dito sa ating 7th minute mark. And of course, hindi rin talaga basta-bastang makakapuntos kahit sino man sa dalawang teams na ito. Dahil sa napakahigpit na depensa. First quarter pa lang yung team, pero yung bakbakan nila pang final quarter na eh. So, let's wait for more actions, but let's focus first dito sa ating first quarter dahil magandang performance each player for both of these teams. Now, Doloso, Del Rosario on the outside with Ravalo. A quick pass here to Quijano. A good ball rotation talaga yung ginagawa dito ng USA Falcons, pero hindi sila nakakapuntos ng tres dahil yun yung goal nila. Paiikutin muna nila yung bola, and if they had this opportunity na makapuntos ng tres, dun yung tinitake nila. But this time, it will be Quijano. 2 points on the side of the USA Falcons.
Now Quijano stepping up for his team right now. Napakaganda ng performance na pinapakita ngayon ni Quijano. 4 na puntos na dito para kay Quijano sa USA Falcons. Now, we are tied 9-all, and still the ball possession of JB Hart here. So let's see if they can convert a point here. Mendoza, 15 seconds to shoot here. Heavily guarded. Nung gagawin dito ng JB Hart, and another point conversion here coming from the side of JB Hart. Palitan lang ng puntos kung pupuntos yung JB Hart. Andyan naman yung USA Falcons para sumagot. Jasper?
Now, USI Falcons. No good on that triple by Ravalo. But the same ball possession here for the USI Falcons. 6 minutes and 5 seconds remaining dito sa ating first quarter. Talaga namang ramdam natin yung intensity ng laro dito sa dalawang koponan na ito. Del Rosario, maraming bantay, pero Quijano almost getting that offensive rebound.
Yes.
But doon tayo sa position arrow, and the ball will go on the side of the JB Hart. 5 minutes and 55 seconds.
Let's commend the performance of Quijano here against JB Hart. Dito sa mga naunang minuto ng ating first quarter, siya talaga yung mapagkakatiwalaan when it comes to the defense of their team here. So they need to focus more on their defense. Mas lalo na ngayon na nagpapaulan ng puntos itong JB Hart. And speaking of points, it is Relucio with that big 3 points. Brought to you by GILMAR, CASA, DESCANSO. Relucio, of course, one of the key players of JB Hart. Isa sa kailangan bantayan dito ng USI Falcons. Now Quijano passes to Doloso. Now Del Rosario to try. Hahanap dito ng papasahan. Good ball rotation once again for USI. Now Del Rosario still no good here. And Quijano nakipag-agawan dyan ng bola. Still the ball possession of USI Falcons. Medyo malamig pa si Del Rosario dito sa side ng USI Falcons. But the rest of the players of this team, talagang they are working on and a good connection para sa kanilang kupunan. Now Del Rosario passes to Ravalo. Now Doloso papasok. No good. Again, second chance point para dito sa USI Falcons. Hindi nagpapahuli dun sa puntos na ginagawa ng JB Hart. 3-point lead of the JB Hart.
Now Mendoza, may hirapan pang tumawid dito. Relucio with the ball on the outside. Mendoza gagawa ngayon ng diskarte. Now, with that screen, now Relucio losing that ball. And a turnover here for the USI Falcons with 4 minutes and 35 seconds remaining for our first quarter. And a 3-point lead of the JB Hart with jersey number 10 Posada for that baseline inbound. Now Ravalo on the outside to Posada. Siya pa nga yung tumira, grabe, from the baseline inbound with Posada positioning on the outside para tumira ng 3 puntos. But Relucio, di diretso, wala nang aantayin pa. Maaagawan nga dito ng bola. Posada, 2 points on the side of the USI Falcons. At mapapatawag na nga dito 10 ng timeout itong si Coach Alex on the side of the JB Hart. Let's take a look dun sa mga game highlights natin for our first quarter, brought to us by 3N Bakery. Grabe din.
At ayan nga, Jasper, ramdam na din nung JB Hart na itong USI Falcons hindi madaling kalaban. Mga estudyante man yung kaharap nila ngayon, pero grabe yung liksi nung mga players ng USI Falcons, even on the outside shooting, sa loob man yan o sa labas, at even on the defense, talagang nakikipagsabayan dito sa veterans ng JB Hart. So they are really ready to conquer this first quarter. At hindi pa natin malaman dahil parehong kupunan dito. Maganda yung ipinapakita para sa ating first quarter. It is 13-14, just a point lead coming from the side of JB Hart. And we only have 4 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Pero sigurado ako madami pang ipapakita itong ating dalawang kupunan. So let's see kung pagkatapos ba ng first quarter na to, sino yung aarangkada at sino ang maghahabol. Now, JB Hart on the offense side.
Relucio now to Mendoza. Now, what a 3 brought us by Gilmar Casa. The DESCANSO that will be coming from jersey number 1 Barde on the side of the JB Hart. Nothing but the net. And this time, USI Falcons, anong ganti naman yung gagawin dito? Del Rosario for that pull-up jumper. Siniplihan lang doon ni Del Rosario. Sabi niya, simple lang muna. As we are down to the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds ng ating first quarter. Now, Relucio. Well guarded here, Relucio. And that Relucio getting that basket.
Grabe.
2 points.
Parang tansyado ng JB Hart yung ating basket dyan. Every ball possession, meron silang conversion of point dito. Now let's see kung ano yung sasagot ng USI Falcons. Andyan si Doloso to get that basket. And of course, let's see as we continue this first quarter, 17-19, JB Hart. Didiretso sa loob. It is jersey number 1 getting that basket. It is Leonel Barde. Ngayon, hinihintay pa natin yung isang pang Barde dito sa side ng JB Hart. It is Marjon Barde na maganda din yung ipinapakitang performance dito sa kanilang side. Now, USI Falcons are still coming from Mendoza. Nagmamadali dito. Tries. No good. Offensive rebound. It is Relucio. Not again. Del Rosario ngayon. May hawak ng bola. Pass here to Posada. Stops. No good. Del Rosario. Offensive rebound. Passes here to Quijano, and Quijano mapa-opensa, mapa-depensa. It is Quijano, the man of the game para sa USI Falcons.
Now, Mendoza, isa sa maliksing players ng ating JB Hart. And as we can see, maaagawan nga dito ng bola si Magalong. And it will be Posada with a connection here to Doloso. What an assist naman natin sa atin yan ng Mariano Optical. Grabe yung connection doon ni Posada. And of course, Doloso. And a couple of substitutions here. Let's take a look once again. Grabe, alam niyang dalawa yung kasabay niya din. And he picks Doloso to take that shot. And here comes Doloso for his 3-point play opportunity. Deadlock po tayo ngayon sa 21 points. Sabi natin, mahigpit yung magiging laban itong dalawang teams na ito. Now, Magalong on the outside. Alanis for the JB Hart. No, good on that triple. This time, it's Relucio once again. But no good on that 3-point shot with Magalong on that 2 points.
Yes, and also, I really love how USI Falcons fought really hard dahil talagang pinapakitaan tayo ng magandang performance dito. And talagang nahihirapan yung mga kupunan. Just like what we've seen during that NCF matchup of USI Falcons and now JB Hart. Kaya naman talagang itong USI Falcons, yung kapag alam mong kalaban mo, itong Falcons, kailangan mo mag-prepare. Dahil hindi ka nila tatantaran dito sa puntos. And that's just a 2-point lead of JB Hart. Grabe din yung defense ang ipinapakita dito ng USI Falcons. This is really a good game here. Of course, si Ruelos papasok dito sa side ng USI Falcons. And andyan na nga si Marjon Barde sa side ng JB Hart. Now let's see here. 14 seconds to shoot. No good on that attempt. Nagkakaagaw ng bola dito. And that will be USI's basketball. 41 seconds remaining for our first quarter, and this is an intense one. It is 21-23 in favor of JB Hart.
Now, USI Falcons with Purse after that baseline inbound. And now si Ruelos to Asipor. Mukhang nagpalit na ng 5 players itong ating USI Falcons na Purse. On the outside, diretso na dito. Pero nandyan si Magalong para pigilan kung ano mang gustong gawin dito ni Purse on the side of the USI Falcons. Now Rembolio. Now Magalong. Grabe. A traveling violation here. Very crucial error as we are about to end the first quarter of this game. Traveling violation brought to you by Naga Travel and Tours. Now, Jolar Casibor for the USA Falcons, and Purse getting that triple bago natin tapusin yung ating first quarter. 24-23. Lamang nga ng isang puntos din itong ating USA Falcons dito sa ating first quarter. Now, don't go away because we'll be right back for the second quarter of action only here on Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon.
Ano, maurag ka? Catch Oragon Basketball League on Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon!
And we are back for the second quarter of this intense matchup of JB Hart and USI Falcons. And as we can see on our scoreboard, it is 24-23, just a point lead of USI Falcons. Dahil isang tres yung pinakawalan bago pa magtapos yung ating first quarter. And looking back at that performance of USI Falcons, napakaganda na talaga nung kanilang sinimulan dito. Kaya hanggang ngayon, hawak-hawak pa rin ng USI Falcons yung magandang momentum sa kanilang side. At una nga pong nakakuha ng puntos para dito sa ating second quarter, it is the USI Falcons. So, ano kaya yung gagawin dito ng JB Hart now that a traveling violation was committed on their side and an opportunity for USI now to really adjust this lead, make it big. But let's see if papayagan ba ng JB Hart na mas lumaki pa yung kalamangan na hahabulin nila against USI Falcons.
Now, USI Falcons, Ceruelos on the outside. Now, Asibor naman ngayon ang titira ng tres, but no good on that shot, too strong. And Remolio with a steal. Now, Pilapil magtatawid ngayon ng bola for the JB Hart. Now, on the corner, di diretso ngayon. That will be a foul. Ayan ang handshake. Natawagan nga dito ng handshake itong si Baita on the side of the USA Falcons. Now, same ball possession here for the JB Hart. Nakuha nga dito ni Berse. He's still here. And Burse naman ngayon dito. Nahihirapang magtawid nila Asibor. Burse. No good on the triple. This time it will be Pilapil for that defensive rebound on the side of the JB Hart. Now, grabe yung depensa din. Hirap na hirap itawid yung bola.
At ayan nga, hindi pa pinapakawalan ng USI Falcons yung magandang depensa na sinimulan nila dito. Which we can evidently see that JB Hart find it hard to find a spot here because USI Falcons lumulusot yung mga maliliit na players dito. And as we can see right now, another point conversion as Burse gets it. And now, Asibor is down here and the coaching staff of USI Falcons is asking for a review here for that last sequence, but there's a point conversion after what happened here. So let's see here. It is 28-23, a 5-point lead of USI Falcons. What a good start para dito sa koponan ng USI.
Alright, so our officials will be having a review nga din kung ano nga ba talaga yung nangyari dito kay Asibor dahil yung reklamo dito ni Asibor, it is on his jaw. Ayan, parang natapik dito. Let's see kung sinadya or hindi naman sinasadya. So our officials is there at the technical side para i-check kung ano nga ba talaga yung nangyari doon sa last sequence na yan. But this time, as of the moment, pasalamatan muna natin din ang ating mga sponsors. We have your Skytech Advertising, Homepet, Pin Cafe, AAT Ads, Taylor Swift, Crown Hotel, Glass House Beach Resort, Lemon Residences, Tan Dental Clinic, Barely There Shop, VDC Massage and Spa, Nick Z Shop, Bangkok's Kinalas, and Mary's Coffee. Maraming salamat po sa inyong walang sawang pagsuporta.
And still, the officiating officials reviewing that last sequence between Asibor and one of the players of JB Hart here. But we can't deny that the second quarter starts with a bang here for the side of USI Falcons. And they are still looking for another point conversion here, an opportunity to widen that gap against JB Hart. Now, let's still wait for the final call of our officials.
Jersey number 8 of the JB Hart. Matatawagan nga dito 10 ng act of violence. That will be Margin Barde. Unsportsmanlike foul. Dahil nakitaan nga doon ang act of violence din itong ating officials, and Asibor will be getting that technical free throw. 8 minutes and 22 seconds remaining dito sa ating second quarter. And this time, let's hear an update from our courtside reporter KC on the side of the USI Falcons. KC, anong update natin dyan?
And babalikan po natin ang ating courtside reporter na si KC. But now, it is JB Hart with this ball possession. Let's see if anong pambawi dito ng JB Hart dahil sa sunod-sunod na magandang connection nitong USI Falcons. Now, JB Hart on the offense. Pilapil heavily guarded here. Now Pilapil hahanap dito ng kanyang teammate Relucio to release a 3. No good. Once again, Leonel Barde. But this time, there's a whistled foul here. At ngayon, mukhang ready na ang ating courtside reporter from the side of USI Falcons. And to give us an update, andyan si Casey. Hi Casey, take it away.
At ayun na nga, the team is really working hard, Tin and Jasper, to take control of the game. Talagang ramdam natin ang kanilang determinasyon na makabawi at magkaroon ng advantage sa JB Hart. Dikit nga ang naging laban ng dalawang kupunaan na ito dahil walang gustong magpatalo. During their huddle, Coach Tope emphasized the importance of good offense and defense execution. Aniya, hindi sapat na opensa lamang ang kanilang puhunan, kundi kailangan din nila itong sabayan ng mahigpit na depensa. Abangan nga natin kung sino ang mananaig sa first half, kaya balik muna sa inyo, Jasper and Tin.
Thank you so much, Casey, on that update from the side of the USI Falcons. Ayun ang atin yung kailangan gawin dito ng USI Falcons. Kailangan na nilang ibalik or ibigay yung kanilang nakakasakal na depensa dahil as you can see, lamang po ng 3 puntos itong ating USI Falcons. 7 minutes and 31 seconds remaining dito sa ating first half. And in and out ball, sayang yun din for Burse on that triple. On this time, makinig naman tayo ng update on the side of the JB Hart. Nandiyan ang ating courtside reporter na si Kyla. Hi Kyla, anong update natin dyan?
Thank you, Tina and Jasper. We are now on the second quarter of this matchup. Kita nga ang laban. Palitan during the first quarter and the both team are eager to win this game. During the huddle, the coaches reminds them na maging all out sa bawat galaw. They are reminded na pagganahin ang presence of mind inside the court. During the huddle, coaches reminds them with their lapses that they need to lessen this second quarter, especially the drop passes that they need to be aware of. They need a proper communication to avoid turnovers and to have a good ball rotation. They are reminded to use every opportunity and every advantage they have for this game dahil ika nga nila, sayang ng weight and height advantage. Use it as an opportunity for this game. Hungry players mga ang ating makikita for this quarter as they are eager to win and have their 6th win for this season. Yan muna ang update for now. Back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Kyla. Yan nga, very big advantage din talaga sa side ng JB Hart is yung kanilang experience, height advantage na kailangan nilang gamitin against USI Falcons. And also, the coaches reminded the team to really lessen the turnovers here because ito yung ginagawang opportunity ng USI Falcons to convert a point here every time na natu-turn over yung bola sa kanilang kupunan. So JB Hart really need to focus more on their point conversion. Now let's take a look at it again on that instant replay. Second chance point para dito sa JB Hart with a foul here. At yung instant replay na po yan ay hatid po sa atin ng Safe Gasoline Station. Now it is 33-30, just a 3-point lead of USI Falcons. And knowing that JB Hart talagang papahirapan itong dalawang kupunan na ito, yung kada isa para makuha yung panalong ito. Ngayon, mapapatunong na lang tayo. USI Falcons nga ba yung babahid ng talo sa standing ngayon ng JB Hart looking at this performance of USI Falcons? O itong JB Hart babawi? Dahil sa sobrang intense ng larong ito, hindi natin alam kung ano yung pwedeng mangyari dito. So, they really need to focus more on their respective game plan here and to really have a good connection between the players. Now, Grabata on that free throw line here. 34-30 on our scoreboard. And that's 2-on-2 para dito kay Grabata.
Now, JB Hart's ball possession. Barde. Now to Relucio. Didiretso ngayon Relucio. Madaming bantay pero no good on that shot. Stepping on the line ang itatawag dito ng ating referees. And that will be the same ball possession here for the JB Hart with Barde for that baseline inbound. Grabe. 5 puntos yung lamang nitong ating USI Falcons pero yung JB Hart yung undefeated dito 10. Yun na nga yung malaking question mark for this game. USI Falcons na nga ba yung babahid ng talo? Pero as we can see, parang hindi papayag itong ating JB Hart. Now Martinez, didiretso naman dito. Matatawagan dito ng traveling violation. Atid sa atin yan ng Naga yun. Travel and Tours. Now, USI Falcons.
Now, an opportunity for USI Falcons to widen that gap. It is a 5-point lead coming from their team here. Now, let's see Asibor. 15 seconds to shoot. Passes to Grabata for a 3-pointer. No good. Now, kailangan gawa ng paraan ng JB Hart itong 5 puntos na kalamangan ngayon ng USI Falcons. Kasi kapag lumaki pa to, medyo mahihirapan sila dahil napakaliksi at talagang depensa kung depensa para sa side ng Falcons. And now, Asibor getting that rebound and the whistle foul there.
Matatawagan naman dito ng foul itong si Mendoza on the side of the JB Hart. Grabe. Magandang motivation to sa ating USI Falcons na patuloy na pag-igihan itong laban na ito dahil undefeated team yung matutungisan nila ng talo. Akalain mo yung 5 panalo tapos dun sa ika-6 na laban nila dun na sila nahihirapan. And as we can see, another chance here for the USI Falcons. Pero another foul from the JB Hart. Relucio naman this time. And Mira Bueno makakakuha nga dito 10 ng 2 free throws dahil penalty situation na itong ating JB Hart.
And now we only have 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here for our second quarter. And it still is a 5-point lead. Now, a warning for the late game ang itinawag dito sa bench ng JB Hart after tawagan ng officiating officials for that free throw itong side ng USI Falcons. Now, 36-30. Martinez now passes to Pilapil. Now Pilapil heavily guarded here. 19 to shoot. Passes to Martinez. And the whistle fell. Siya naman ngayon ang pupunta sa free throw line for 2 shots here. And just like we've said earlier from our first games, even free throws, importante yan. Importante para sa mga players sa kada team dito sa Oragon Basketball League, because knowing it will be an intense matchup for all the teams here. Now, first free throw was good here. At kung hindi mo, or sa mga hindi mo nakakaalam, yung susunod na laro ng JB Hart is also the undefeated NCF Tigers. So ngayon pa lang, ngayon pa lang pinaghahandaan nila. Kaya nga. Pero titignan pa natin, Asper, kung magkaharap ba sila ng NCF Tigers na wala silang bahid ng talo. Yun yung tanong.
Tanong din natin, Tin. Pero I think ang ating NCF Tigers 6 wins without losses, pero 2 laro na lang yung natitira. I mean, isa. It will be the JB Hart na ngayong huli nilang makakatapat. Pero yung ating NCF Tigers, undefeated, talagang undefeated team for our Oragon Basketball League Elavil Cup Season 1. How about the JB Hart din? Undefeated rin ba silang haharap sa ating undefeated team rin, which is the NCF Tigers? So, this game will decide din kung yun nga, mapapanatili nila yung kanilang title. Because as we can see, 37-32, 5 puntos. I mean, 6 na puntos yung lamang ng ating USA Falcons kontra dito sa JB Hart. Now, Martinez naman ngayon, diretso, grabe. Grabe sa depensa itong si Jerome Martinez. Pinatalsik niya dun si Quijano. Let's take a look at this instant replay. Walang nagawa si Quijano kundi umatras. And that instant replay is brought to us by Anjana Trading and Save Gasoline. With Martinez standing on the free throw line for his 3-point play opportunity. Now let's see. A good opportunity here.
Now Quijano felt that presence of Martinez right there. Kaya parang okay, so yun na yan. And then the foul was whistled there. Now 38-34. That's a 4-point lead of USI Falcons. They need to stick to their game plan right now because JB Hart, grabe yung depensa. And now, Lionel coming to Mendoza. And Lionel Barde scoring, making it just a 2-point lead of USI Falcons. And with that, Coach Tupe, tatawagan dito or magtatawag ng timeout because as we are looking at the performance of JB Hart, mukhang nabubuhay muli. Gusto nilang muling makuha yung kalamangan dito and intensity of the game. So let's see here kung anong adjustment ng USI Falcons. Now let's take a look at it again on that game highlights ng USI and JB Hart dito.
Grabe yung mga plays natin din for the second quarter of action. And ayun na nga, titingnan natin din yung mga adjustments na gagawin dito ng ating USI Falcons after the timeout called by Coach Tupe. And of course, ilan pa yung ilalamang nila dito dahil ayun na nga, naibaba na sa 2 puntos itong ating JB Hart. Now, USI Falcons, Jolark Asibor, magtatawid ngayon dito ng bola. Now, Doloso, lock, didiretso, pull-up jumper, lock. No good on that shot. Jerome Martinez for that defensive rebound. And now, Mendoza, pinapagilid niya na itong si Pilapil. But Martinez, maaagawan naman dito ng bola. Pero still, for the JB Hart, grabe, ayun na. Deadlock na tayo sa 38 points and a chance here for the JB Hart to get the change of favor dito sa ating second quarter with Arnold Magalong standing on the free throw line for his 3-point play opportunity. Ito na yung iniintay natin, 10. A chance here for the JB Hart na makalamang. So let's see.
At ayun nga, Jasper, we can feel the JB Hart. Parang pinatikim na tayo. But we are now again on the gameplay here. Magalong. No good. Now, 38 all here. USI Falcons on the run. What will they do now? to get back their momentum here. No lock. Passes to Asibor. Now Asibor for a three-pointer. Still no good here. Quijano, wala pa rin. Asibor, once again, heavily guarded. Grabe yung depensa ngayon ng JB Hart. But let's also commend yung pagkuha dito ng bola ng USI Falcons. Hindi din nila binitawan yung kanilang ball possessions dito. But before anything else, shoutout muna natin dito yung ating nanonood ng live sa ating live coverage. Shoutout to JR Arabaca, Josh Neal, kay Bunanong Chumasera at kay Gail J. Pelosa. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pag-antabay. Now, Asibor for his second free throw here.
2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining dito sa ating second quarter. And both of these teams are now in penalty situation. Pero lamang po ang ating USA Falcons ng 2 puntos. So let's see kung ilan pa yung ilalamang nila or babawiin na nung JB Hart yung lamang nila. So let's see with Pilapil on the outside. Now, well-guarded Pilapil. Magalong. Nahihirapan ditong pumasok but Magalong. The same ball possession here for the JB Hart. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining with 14 seconds to shoot. Magandang momentum na sana yun kanina ng ating USA Falcons. Pero ayun na nga yung nakita naman natin yung mga lapses nila 10. At naibaba na kaagad yan itong ating JB Hart. Now, JB Hart, the same ball possession pa rin dito.
And also, what a great defense coming from the side of USI Falcons here. 14 seconds to shoot for the side of JB Hart here. Now, Magalong goes inside. No good. Martinez rests there, pero Locke snatches that ball. Ngayon, Locke nagmamadali dito. Heavily guarded, passes to Asibor. Now, Asibor.
Almost getting that 3 points play opportunity din. Matatawagan naman dito ng foul itong si jersey number 38 of the JB Hart. That will be Jerome Martinez. With Joler Casipor, another free throws for him. Magandang opportunity ito din, no, na dagdagan yung kanilang lamang dito dahil mataas rin yung free throw percentage nitong si Joler Casipor. And of course, mostly all of the players naman ng ating USA Falcons.
Now, 41-38, making it 42-38. 4-point lead of USI Falcons. Now, let's see here anong pambawi dito ng JB Hart Mendoza. Pass to Alanis. Now, Pilapil ngayon. 19 seconds to shoot here. Alipante goes inside, tries. Wala pa rin. Once again for JB Hart here. Mendoza naman ngayon ang gagawa. Tatrabaho sa loob dito. Making sure na hindi lalayo yung puntos ng JB Hart sa USI Falcons. So let's see kung itong USI Falcons magiging consistent sa ipinapakita nila ngayong performance. Now, same ball possession here for USI Falcons. 15 seconds to shoot here.
Doloso for that sideline inbound. Now Doloso picks Lock to get that ball. And the ball will go on the side of the JB Hart. A chance here for the JB Hart to tie up this game. Or pwede ring lumamang sila ng isang puntos if they can get this 3-point shot, pero pipigilan agad yan ni Doloso with that steal. And Lock naman ngayon di diretso. Another almost chance to get that 3-point play opportunity. 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining for our second quarter.
Now, 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining for our first half. And USI Falcons still having a 2-point lead here against JB Hart. Still, no room for complacency because as we can see right now, JB Hart can snatch that lead against USI Falcons if magpapabaya sila. But now, look for his second free throw here. Now, a very high percentage on that free throw line itong USI Falcons na talagang isa din sa kanilang naging advantage against JB Hart. Now, let's see here with this remaining seconds of our second quarter. Anong gagawin dito ng JB Hart to lessen that 4-point lead of USI Falcons? Now, Mendoza passes to Magalong. Now, Magalong, no good. Now, an opportunity para dito sa ating USI Falcons to snatch a point here. Posada passes to his teammate. Doloso ngayon papasok sa loob. But a whistled foul here.
Sasabayan nga siya dyan din ni Alanes. Another free throw here for the USA Falcons. And of course, pasalamatan na muna natin ang ating mga sponsors. We have MNL KINGPIN, MARIANO, OPTICAL, MARQED Aesthetics and Laser Clinic, Tree and Bakery, TRDV and Construction Supply, GILMAR, CASA, DESCANSO, ARCO, DIEZ, Naga College Foundation Incorporated, Naga, Travel and Tours, Tigers Cafe, Bunny and Piggy Distributors, NOLCAST Construction and Supply, BICOL Concrete Hollow Blocks, HARDSHED Hardware and Construction Supplies, and MACHICHU Boneless Fried Chicken. Maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta as we are down to the last 40 seconds of our first half. And now JB Hart, anong gagawin dito as we are about to end our first half? Mendoza, napakaliksi. Now Alanes will be fighting for 3 but no good on that shot. Now Doloso with 23 seconds to shoot. Doloso picks Posada. Back to Doloso. And a 3. Nothing but the net here for the USA Falcons. Malaking lamang na. 9 na puntos as we are about to end the first half. Let's take a look at this. Mendoza picks. Barde but no good on that shot. At mauubusan na nga dito ng oras itong ating USA Falcons. And that's the end of our first half. 49-40 in favor of the USA Falcons. Don't go away because we'll be right back after a short commercial break brought to you by MNL KINGPIN, only here on Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon.
Ano, Morag ka? Catch Oragon Basketball League on Oragon Sports TV. Liga ng mga Kampiyon!
Walang makatatalo sa laro ng buhay, kami panalo. Kampeon ng Oragon. Sa puso at isip, kapatiran, ang respeto lagi naming bitbit. Walang makatatalo sa laro ng buhay, kami panalo. Kampeon ng Oragon. Sa puso at isip, kapatiran, ang respeto lagi naming bitbit. Sa bawat tagumpay, may hirap at sakripisyo. Ngunit sa dulo, nagwawagi ang prinsipyo. Kahit anong hamon, kami ay tumatayo sa puso ng
Ano, Moraga? Catch Oragon Basketball League on Oragon Sports TV. Liga ng mga kampiyon!
And we are back again here for our second half of the matchup of the JB Hart and USI Falcons. It is an intense matchup we're seeing right now at kaabang-abang pa ang ating mga susunod na quarter. Now, ito po ang ating tropa of the game brought to you by Sip Plus Electrolyte Drink at talagang enjoy na enjoy sila ngayong gabi for this matchup of USI and JB Hart because we are seeing a very good and intense matchup between these two teams.
And of course, napagagandang laban talaga. Tingin na tutunghayan natin dahil ayun na nga, 9 na puntos yung kalamangan ng ating USA Falcons against the undefeated team, the JB Hart. And this time, our second tropa of the game brought to us by Sip Plus Electrolyte Drink, a family na nanunood dito sa ating NCF covered court for this game. Grabe, this game talaga is for everyone na gustong mag-enjoy, gustong mag-relax. OBL is there for you. Well, yung mga hindi rin kayang makapunta dito you can watch us live via our official Facebook pages. We have Oragon Basketball League, we have Oragon Sports TV, GNN TV48 Naga, and of course, thank you so much to our tropa of the game sponsor, Sip Plus Electrolyte Drink. And of course, sa lahat ng nanunood patuloy na sumusuporta for our Basketball League, Oragon Basketball League, Elavil Cup Season 1. Maraming salamat po as we are about to continue this game for the second half of action. 9 na puntos nga yung lamang nitong ating USA Falcons. Ilan pa kaya yung idadagdag nila at paano nila pahihirapan itong JB Hart na masungkit yung kanilang ika-6 na panalo at manatiling undefeated for our OBL.
Yes, yun yung aabangan natin ngayon, Jasper, because looking back at that first half, we've seen how determined the USI Falcons is to get this win against JB Hart, and up until now, we can see it with their defense to the offense, and right now, we're so excited to witness the remaining 2 quarters of this intense matchup. Will it be the JB Hart going home with no loss, or it is a proud moment for USI Falcons as they are the only team that can defeat the JB Hart at this point? Now, let's see here. Itong ating JB Hart kailangan trumabaho ng grabe dito dahil 7 puntos pa yung kanilang hinahabol against USI Falcons. Now, Doloso passes here to jersey number 17, Ravalo. 10 seconds to shoot here. Doloso, back to Ravalo. Anong gagawin nila dito? With only 4 seconds to shoot, Doloso step back for a 3-pointer. No good. Now Relucio. With that rebound, JB Hart on the offense side.
Now Relucio, Mendoza, a good ball rotation here, Parte. No good on that shot. But the same ball possession pa rin dito dahil matatawagan dito ng foul. Doloso on the side of the USI Falcons. Now, anong gagawin dito ng ating JB Hart? Let's see. Now, on the corner, that will not be counted. So, let's see kung ano nangyari dun sa last sequence na yon, because that triple was good, but our official said that it is not counted. So titingnan natin kung ano yung magiging desisyon nila dito dahil sabi ng officials natin na not counted daw. Not counted dahil offensive foul yung itatawad dito kay jersey number 28. Not basket because offensive foul. Sayang yun din. That was a big 3 points. 8 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. Now, Ravalo. And This time, let's hear an update from our courtside reporter Kyla on the side of the JB Hart. Kyla, anong update natin dyan?
Thank you, Tina and Jasper. We are now on the third quarter of this matchup at patuloy nga ang gitgitan na laban sa dalawang koponan, and the JB Hart are all reminded by Coach Ilek sa mga kailangan gawin. Kaya talaga namang ito'y kanilang dapat masunod for this quarter. During the huddle, Coach Ilek reminds them to always step up, lalo na pag nagkakamali ang kanilang teammate. Walang sisihan, be patient at gamitin ang kanilang advantages for this game. They need to double their effort so that they will be consistent on their play and especially on their offense and defense. No room for complacency here, and they need to continue the good performance and always stay on their composure. And munang update sa ng JB Hart, balik sa inyo, Rick and Jasper and T.
Thank you so much, Kyla. Only one word, consistency for JB Hart. Because as Coach Alex mentioned here, that they need to step up right now. If ever na talagang itong JB Hart ay magkamali man sa kanilang last sequence, andyan yung kanilang mga teammates para mag-step up, convert a point here to lessen that gap of USI Falcons. So we're now looking at that 4-point lead of USI Falcons. So let's see here, ano pa ba yung adjustment na gagawin ng USI Falcons to maintain that gap. And to hear an update, we have our courtside reporter Casey. Hi Casey, anong update natin dyan?
We are now on the second half, Tin and Jasper, and things are just getting real. Talagang intense na ang bawat play at naghahabulan na ng puntos itong ating dalawang koponan. Nabanggit nga kanina ni Coach Paps na kailangan nilang maging agresibo sa bawat laro upang matapatan ang kanilang veteranong kalaban. Bagamat nasa kanila ang kalamangan, hindi sila pwedeng magpakampante dahil pwede itong bawiin anytime ng JB Hart. Now, they need to work hard on both ends of the floor, magpatibay ng kanilang napakabangis na depensa at manatiling efficient sa opensa. Yan muna sa ngayon. Balik sa inyo, Tin and Jasper.
Thank you so much, Casey, on that update from the side of the USI Falcons. And as we can see, that last sequence, bago naman makatawag dito ng timeout, itong si Coach Tupe of the USI Falcons. 3 points yung binitawan itong ating JB Hart, and agad na naidikit ng ating JB Hart yung kanilang puntos sa 48-49, isang puntos na lamang. And these are the game highlights for our third quarter, brought to us by 3N Bakery. Maraming salamat for our sponsors. And this time, titingnan natin dahil bago tayo magsimula, 40-40 din ang ating score, pero 7 minutes and 29 seconds remaining yung ating third quarter. Medyo walang pagbabago, walang improvement din yung score ng ating USI Falcons, pero yung ating JB Hart na ihabol na nga yan. Isang puntos na lang yung kailangan nilang habulin. So let's see kung ano yung gagawing adjustments dito ng ating USI Falcons.
And also, we can see the frustrations before that timeout in the face of Coach Tope here. He's asking for more for his team here. They need to step up. Looking at the point here, just a point lead. And now, ball possession pa ng JB Hart. So an opportunity for them to snatch that gap. So let's see here as JB Hart going inside. Relucio making sure that JB Hart will get it. At ngayon nga, change of momentum here. Bilog ang bola because right now it is JB Hart with that 1-point lead. Now, nagkakagawa ng bola. JB Hart snatching that one. And Mendoza, 4 straight points for JB Hart here. And USI Falcons needs to step up. Kailangan ma-maintain nila yung kaninang momentum na ginawa nila dito sa third quarter. Now JB Hart once again snatching that ball. It is for the third time para sa kanilang kupunan dito. Now let's see here, Magalong to Mendoza. Mendoza, no good. Another ball possession here. Bumawi agad itong si Mendoza. 6 na sunod-sunod na puntos po for JB Hart. And we can see the difference right now. It is a 5-point lead. Napakabilis lang habulin ng JB Hart. Itong sinasabi natin na wag bibitaw yung USI Falcons doon sa ipinapakita nila. Because knowing JB Hart, they are undefeated for a reason. Now it was a foul there. 5 minutes and 46 seconds remaining for our third quarter. 49-54 and Ciruelos checking in for USI Falcons. 14 seconds for JB Hart.
Now, ayun na, 5 puntos natin yung lamang ng ating JB Hart against our USI Falcons. It's Ciruelos for the sideline inbound. Now Doloso. No good on that triple by Burse. Now Jerome Martinez securing that defensive rebound. And now ito na yung maliksing player, Mendoza, but is still here. Coming from Doloso and a connection here to Burse. What a fast break for the USA Falcons, of course, brought to us. That fast break is brought to us by DELIGOLD Philippines. Napakagandang connection yung pinakita naman nila doon sa last sequence na yun. Pero they have to maintain that kind of performance din para maibalik ulit yung kalabangan or yung momentum na nagkaroon sila kanina. Dahil for sure, mahihirapan na sila dito dahil hawak na muli ng ating JB Hart yung lamang. And for sure, hindi na nila to basta-basta bibitawan para ma-secure yung kanilang title, which is the undefeated team for OBL Elavil Cup Season 1. 5 minutes and 25 seconds remaining.
And now, after this timeout, anong gagawin ng USI Falcons to redeem themselves here? They only have 3 points na kailangang habulin against JB Hart. Pero mukhang tatagdag ito with a small possession. JB Hart. Mendoza passes to his teammate. Martinez now. Pero miscommunication on their side here. A chance for USI Falcons to get a point here to lessen that gap. Ciruelos now, 18 seconds to shoot. Ciruelos passes here to Burse. Now Asibor. Time to shoot here. Heavily guarded. Ciruelos to Burse. Now Asibor. 3-pointer. No good. Martinez with that rebound here. We are now on our 5-minute mark here. Mendoza to Martinez. Finding a spot here to convert a point. Back to Relucio. Ngayon on the other side. No good.
Now good on a triple by Barde. Now Asibor to Ciruelos. What a connection for both of these teams. I mean, for these two of the USA Falcons, they have to keep this kind of performance, and that is brought to us by Mariano Optical. Pero matatawagan dito ng foul itong si Doloso. At magkakaroon naman dito ng 2 free throws itong si Arnold Magalong of the JB Hart. And a substitution bago pa man na makuha ni Magalong yung unang free throw niya. 4 minutes and 13 seconds remaining at 1 puntos na kalamangan ng ating JB Hart. Let's see kung gagawin niyang dalawa nitong si Magalong because his first free throw was not good. And of course, pasalamatan natin ang ating mga sponsors here. We have ARCO, BICOL, BONELESS, Anjana Trading, Surge Fitness Lifestyle, Angel's Pizza, Chicken Run, Chef Buster Cuisine, Pearl Aesthetic Wellness and Beauty Center Naga. Maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta. And now Jolar Asibor, a long 3. Now good on that shot. But Del Rosario almost getting that 3-point play opportunity. Grabe yung higpit nung laro nitong 2 puntos na ito. A chance here for Del Rosario of the USA Falcons to tie everything up dito sa ating third quarter. And Del Rosario gets his first free throw. Now let's see if Del Rosario can get this second free throw. Was good on the side of the USA Falcons. Now It's the ball possession of the JB Hart. Anong gagawin nila dito? Dahil pantay na yung ating puntos. Deadlock by 55 points with 3 seconds remaining. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining dito sa ating third quarter. Pilapil, didiretso dito for the JB Hart. Pero Del Rosario naman, isisecure na yung bola with Doloso. Dire-diretso na. Napakagandang performance here for the USA Falcons. They need to maintain this kind of performance para maibalik yung nagawa nilang kalamangan kanina. Alright, so naririnig natin yung advice ng kanilang head coach. They don't need a foul or they must not commit a foul dahil penalty situation na. And yun na nga. Matatawagan dito ng foul jersey number 0 of the JB Hart. A ball possession here for the USA Falcons. 19 seconds on the shot clock with 3 minutes and 17 seconds on the game clock. Anong gagawin dito? USA Falcons, what a connection once again. Nagsisimula na nating matunghayan yung connection nitong si Jolar Casibor and John Michael Doloso. Now Mendoza for the JB Hart naman gagawa ngayon ng diskarte. Nahihirapang pumasok dito, Mendoza. No good on that shot. Pero mukhang may foul. Mukhang may free throw opportunity. Ayun na nga. That is from Burse on the side of the USA Falcons. And 2 free throws here for Arnold Magalong of the JB Hart. And that first free throw by Arnold was good.
Now, Jasper, you only have 2 minutes and 53 seconds remaining here. Just a 3-point lead of USI Falcons. Another 10 minutes para dito sa ating dalawang kupunan doon sa last quarter natin. Now, USI Falcons making sure na yung gap ay nasa kanilang kupunan pa rin. Now, Asibor, 19 seconds to shoot here. Passes to Ciruelos. Back to Asibor. 12 to shoot here. Anong gagawin ng Falcons? Heavily guarded by the JB Hart. Burse. Titira lang 3. Si clean basket para dito sa USI Falcons. At ayan na nga ang ng magandang ng USI Falcons. It is 62-57. What a great defense coming from the side of the Falcons here. That's a 5-point lead. At ngayon nga, gusto lang din nating pasalamatan ang ating mga sponsors. We have ARCO DIEZ, Naga and Travel and Tours, Tiger's Cafe, Bonnie and PIGGY Distributors, BICOL Concrete Hollow Blocks, NOLCAST Construction and Supply, HARDSHED Hardware and Construction Supplies, at MACHICHU Boneless Fried Chicken. Maraming salamat po. And of course, happy birthday pala dito sa ating si Mary Sariba. Happy birthday po at nanonood po siya ng live dito sa loob ng NCF Covered Court. At sa lahat po na nagbo-birthday ngayong araw, happy birthday po sa inyong lahat. Now, Alanis, second free throw, no good. And an offensive foul was whistled here to Magalong. Two minutes and 15. 62-58.
2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Palitan lang ng free throw yung nangyayari dito din dahil both of the teams are now in penalty situation, pero mahaba-haba pa kung lahat free throw tong 2 minutes natin din. That will be a long run for both of these teams. But as we can see, Del Rosario no good on his first attempt. 62-58, 4-point lead ng ating USA Falcons. A chance here to extend to 5 points. So let's see if Del Rosario can get this one. In and out for that second attempt by Del Rosario. Now, Mendoza. Now, Barde. Di diretso naman ngayon Barde. Pero itong si Alanes yung magko-convert dyan ng points. Now, Asibor long three, and that was good. Nothing but the glass and the net. And brought to us by GILMAR CASA de DESCANSO. They have to maintain this kind of performance para patuloy nilang makuha yung kalamangan. At matatawagan nga dito ng blocking foul itong si Ciruelos. That will be a penalty on the side of the JB Hard, sending Pilapil on the free throw line for his 2 free throws with 1 minute and 27 seconds remaining. Babawasan nga muna yun ang isa ni Pilapil, yung kanilang kalamangan. 4-point lead and a chance here to cut off or cut down to 3 points.
Now, it is 1 minute and 27 dito sa ating third quarter before we enter the last quarter here. 65-62, just a 3-point lead of USI Falcons. Now, napakaganda nung kanilang depensa dito, outside and inside shooting para dito sa kanilang kupunan. Now, let's see here, Ciruelos passes to Asibor, but JB Hart snatch it, and it will be the ball possession of JB Hart. Now, let's see here kung anong pangbawi ng JB Hart dito. At yung 3 puntos na yan, mabilis lang para sa JB Hart na maagaw o mabawi yung kalamangan na yan ng USI Falcons. Now, let's see here. Marjon Parte with this ball for the side of JB Hart. Marjon di derecho passes on the other corner. And that's a big 3-pointer coming from the side of JB Hart. We are deadlocked on 65 all everyone. And we only have 52 seconds remaining. Now, Falcons, heavily guarded here. Asibor passes to his teammate. Pulls an in and out ball. Pero, a traveling violation, a very crucial error for Falcons here. Knowing na deadlock tayo sa 65 at meron na lamang 39 seconds na natitira. Another 10 minutes of full of action game between JB Hart and USI Falcons. Now, JB Hart, an opportunity here to take on the lead. Pilapil, fadeaway shot. That's good. Tansyang-tansya doon ni Pilapil. Talagang napakaganda ng ipinapakita dito ng dalawang kupunan na ito. Now, Asibor passes to Doloso. The duo of Falcons. Asibor, 8 seconds to shoot here. Anong gagawin dito? Can we have a deadlock again? And that's good para dito kay Locke. 67 all sa pagtatapos po ng ating third quarter. What a very intense matchup between these two teams. Huwag po kayong aalas dahil last quarter para sa dalawang kupunan na ito. Only here on Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon.
Ano, Morag ka? Catch Oragon Basketball League on Oragon Sports TV. Liga ng mga Kampiyon!
Walang makatatalo sa laro ng buhay, kami panalo. Kampeon ng Oragon. Sa puso at isip, kapatiran, ang respeto lagi nating bigit. Sa bawat tagumpay, may hirap at sakripisyo. Ngunit sa dulo, nagwawagi ang prinsipyo. Kahit anong hamon,
We are back here at the Naga College Foundation covered court para ipagpatuloy ang ating fourth and final quarter. Dadak at 67 points ang ating iniwang score doon sa nagdaan na third quarter. But this time, ibang kwento naman yung kailangan nating tunghayan because it will be the deciding quarter or the deciding moment kung sino ang mag-uuwi ng panalo. USA nga ba ang dudungis ng malinis na record nitong ating JB Hart, or will the JB Hart remain undefeated dito sa ating Oragon Basketball League Elavil Cup Season 1? Magandang bakbakan yung tunghayan natin from the first up to the third quarter. So let's see kung ganun pa rin ba yung matutunghayan natin dito sa ating fourth and final quarter with Quijano. Papatayin na nga yung deadlock. A first point here for our fourth and final quarter.
Now, that's a good start para dito sa USI Falcons. They're aiming for a high. Now, sasagot naman agad itong JB Hart. Hindi pa patalo as Alan is getting that basket. 69 all here. Now, let's see what will be the changes here on the game plan of USI Falcons as well as the JB Hart to really get this win, a very crucial one. Now, Burse, no good on that three-pointer. Now, let's see here. Can USI Falcons maintain their good performance here? Dahil ever since the first quarter, lots of the players of the USI Falcons nagpakitang gilas dito. But on that last sequence, Asibor medyo maikse para doon sa layup na yon. JB Hart now answering. At 2 puntos ang hinahabol ngayon ng USI Falcons. So for this last quarter, what will be the changes on the side of USI Falcons? And to hear that update, we have KC.
We are now on the last stretch of this game at nananatiling unpredictable ang laban tonight, Tin and Jasper. We are on the edge of our seats dahil patuloy na naghahabulan ng puntos ang dalawang koponan na ito. Now the Falcons have to triple their effort, stay aggressive at sipagan panalo sa depensa at opensa. Napakainit nga ng laban na to kaya tutok lang at malalaman na natin in a few minutes kung sino ang mananaig for this game. Balik sa inyo, Tin and Jasper.
Thank you so much, Casey, on that update from the side of the USI Falcons. Ay na nga, palitan lang ng kalamangan itong 2 puntos na ito. Well, hindi rin malabutin na magkaroon tayo ng overtime match. Parehas dun sa bakbakan itong USI Falcons and the NCF Tigers last Saturday. So this time, anong mangyayari dito sa last sequence na ito? Let's see. Now, it's the USI Falcons still having the ball possession with Purse fighting for 3. No good on that shot. And out of bounds as the JB Hart will take that ball possession. 7 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. Isang puntos na kalamangan itong ating USI Falcons. And this time, let's call on our courtside reporter Kyla on the side of the JB Hart. Kyla, anong update natin dyan?
Thank you, Jasper and Teen. We are now on the fourth quarter of this matchup and the game is getting more intense. Palitan ng puntos, opensa-depensa para magkaroon ng momentum. For the JB Hart, dikit pa rin ang score against the Falcons. Coach Alex reminds them to never be complacent. Kailangan ibalik ang intensity ng laro during the first quarter na kung saan sila ay nakalamang ng puntos. He reminds the team that the game is not yet over. Everyone should step up and they need to be all out to get this win. Kailangan na ngang ibigay lahat ng lakas, sigla, opensa at depensa para maipanalo at makuha na nila ang kanilang ika-6 na panalo. Yan muna ang update for now. Back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Kyla. No room for complacency on the side of JB Hart. And Coach Alex wants to bring back that action-packed game of JB Hart from the first quarter of this game against USI Falcons. And as we are seeing right now, it is JB Hart na talagang hindi papatalo dito sa USI Falcons. So this is just a matter of minutes here and seconds. Every ball possession counts para dito sa dalawang kupunan na ito. So no room for error, no turnovers Yun yung kailangan i-aim nitong ating dalawang kupunan if they really want to get this win. And kung sino man yung mananalo dito, talagang binigay lahat, nilubos-lubos yung kanilang performance dito. But now, as we are seeing, JB Hart once again snatching that ball. And a whistled foul para dito. 72-73 now. Let's take a look at it again. It's JB Hart getting that basket. At may naitawag nga dyang foul. That instant replay is brought to you by Angena Trading. Now, Leonel Parde on that free throw line. 72-73. An opportunity for JB Hart to take on that 2-point gap. Because first free throw by Leonel is not good. 6 minutes and 3 here. Medyo mababa yung percentage ngayon sa free throw line nitong JB Hart, which is very important at this moment of time. Now look, 18 seconds to shoot. Doloso, libreng-libre sa baba. Ngayon, sa mga natitirang minuto ng labang ito, ang dami pang pwedeng mangyari. But at the same time, if you're a fan of USI Falcons, you will wish na sana makuha ng Falcons yung panalong ito. Because this will be a very big achievement for them. Knowing that JB Hart has no loss. But at the same time, if you're a fan of JB Hart, praying that this will be the 6th win of JB Hart for this season of OBL. Now, Asibor.
Now, yes, ay Falcons lock to Doloso. Tuki Hano. Grabe. Dati dalawa lang yung players na nagko-connect sa kanila. Ngayon tatlo na to really secure that win against the undefeated team, the JB Hart. And now Mendoza to Relucio to Alanes, but no good on that shot. He's still here from Quijano, and now Burse didiretso na nga para ipagpatuloy yung nasimulan nilang momentum dito sa ating 4th and final quarter. 5 puntos na natin yung lamang nila dito. Now Mendoza, what will do here? Mendoza to Relucio. Now Relucio naman ngayon, babantay ng maigi ni Burse, but Relucio makakakuha nga dito ng 2 free throws on the side of the JB Hart. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Napakagandang performance for the the USI Falcons. Grabe. Tatlong tao yung nag-connect doon sa last sequence na yan, but this time it's only Burse. That instant replay is brought to us by Angena Trading and Save Gasoline. Now Relucio.
Now, ang bilis lang ng oras natin because it is 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here for the final quarter of USI Falcons and JB Hart. As we can see right now, that's a 4-point lead coming from the side of USI Falcons. So they need to make sure that they have a good defense right now because JB Hart medyo mahirap na para sa mga huling minuto. But look at that performance out the Falcons here. Hindi alintana yung mga gwardiya dyan. Lusot kung lusot, pasok kung pasok para sa mga Falcons here. That's a 6-point gap. Now, JB Hart, Relucio. Pinawala na lang naman ng 3. Ngayon, sumagot agad itong JB Hart coming from the 3-pointer of Relucio, brought to us by GILMAR CASA, DESCANSO.
Now, USI Falcons, Zolar Casibor. Matatawagan naman dito ng blocking foul itong si Doloso. Grabe yung mga kailangang ingatan dito sa ating 4th and final quarter. Very crucial error here. Chance na nabura pa dahil natawagan ng blocking foul. Now Mendoza, ang bilis. Mendoza laging may pupuntahan, pero maaagawan naman dito ni Doloso. Asibor, easy basket for Asibor coming from his best friend Doloso, yung talagang partner niya on and off court ata atin eh. So let's see. Let's take a look at this.
JB Hart now. That's good. A clean basket coming here from Magalong. Now nagkahabol pa sila dito ng 4 or 3 puntos na lamang for JB Hart. But Doloso with his ball against Martinez, and Doloso going inside, getting that basket, making sure na yung JB Hart pa rin yung maghahabol sa kanila. Now, Magalong. Ang daming bantay sa baba. No good. Nagkakagawan dito. Same ball possession here. 84-79. That's a 5-point lead. At mapapatawag nga ng timeout itong JB Hart, because looking at our time, it is 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Pero 5 puntos yung hinahabol ng JB Hart. Ang dami pang pwedeng mangyari dyan. But at the same time, no room for complacency for USI Falcons, at the same time for JB Hart. And now, with this instant replay of the highlights ng dalawang kupunan na ito, talagang napakaganda ng performance nila na ipinakita for our last quarter. Walang tapon para dito sa ating dalawang kupunan. Talagang in-enjoy natin yung intense na laban ng dalawang kupunan. Now, with this remaining 2 minutes and 40 seconds, ano yung game plan ngayon ng USI Falcons to really make sure that they can get this win this evening? Hi, Casey. Anong update sa side ng USI?
The clock is ticking and we are now on the final minutes of this game. The Falcons are really working hard on establishing their lead points after another. Ngunit kailangan nilang panatilihin ang kanilang aggressiveness. The big question remains, makakamit na kaya ng Falcons ang kanilang inaasam na panalo laban sa JB Hart? Stay tuned, Oragons, to find out. Back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Casey, on that update from the side of the USI Falcons. 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Maikli na itong oras na ito. Dahil, ayun na natin, sino kaya ang mag-uwi ng panalo? Undefeated team nga ba? Or ang USI Falcons madudungisan ng talo yung ating undefeated team? And as we can see, Martinez standing on the free throw line for his 2 free throws on the side of the JB Hart. And that first free throw was good. And speaking of the JB Hart, nandiyan rin ang ating courtside reporter na si Kyla. Kyla, take it away.
Thank you, Tin and Jasper. Gitgitan pa rin nga ang laban at di nagkakalayo ang score, at dahil nakakalamang ang opponent, tanging paalala ni Coach Alex na maging mapagmanman sa bawat galaw. Dagdagan ng aggressiveness, proper execution, and double effort pa, especially on their defense, dahil susunod na lamang ang magandang opensa. Makalamang kaya sila sa uling 2 minuto ng laro? Yan ang ating dapat abangan at tutukan only here at Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon. For now, back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Kyla. Now the JB Hart needs to be aggressive at this point of time, because we only have 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. And they're the one na humahabol dito sa side ng USI Falcons. That's a 4-point lead coming from the other team. So Coach Alex really reminds his team to give their all here, and the good offense, susunod na lang yan kapag merong magandang connection itong mga players ng kanyang kupunan. Now, first free throw was good for Magalong here. 3 puntos ang hinahabol ng JB Hart, but at the same time, still a long minutes here, still a long seconds para dito sa ating dalawang kupunan. So, a big thanks sa ating mga sponsors here. Sa Lemon Zone, Claypot Restaurant and Cafe, Superb Cuts and Soul at Katie Sportswear. Maraming salamat po. And Magalong getting that 2 basket. At ibinaba sa 2 ang kalamangan ng USI Falcons, and we've heard it. We've heard it. The last 2 minutes of the game here between the USI Falcons and JB Hart, but at the same time, sumagot naman agad itong Falcons sa JB Hart. Now, 4-point lead. What will happen? JB Hart, they need to focus more. Mendoza, no good. And USI Falcons with that good defense. Look, 20 seconds to shoot here. Passes to Asibor. Makikita na natin yung dikdikang depensa ng dalawang kupunan na ito. Ravalo, back to Asibor. 10 seconds to shoot here. What will they do? Asibor, 3 seconds. And look, pushes it. Wala. Naubusan na nga ng 24 seconds shot clock itong USI Falcons. A very crucial one para sa kanila, because JB Hart can do something about this gap here. 1 minute and 12 remaining.
Now, JB Hearts ball possession ang gagawin dito dahil 4 na puntos yung kailangan nilang habulin. And we are about to end our 4th and final quarter. Maiksi na lamang yung natitirang oras for our 4th and final quarter. Anong gagawin dito? Mendoza, pinatay yung oras. Now, Barde, matatawagan ngayon ng traveling violation 10. Hatin pa rin sa atin yan ng Naga yung travel and tours. A very crucial error dito sa ating 4th and final quarter, and another opportunity here for the USI Falcons na dagdagan yung kanilang puntos, pahirapan yung JB Heart na makuha yung kanilang panalo, yung ika-6 nilang panalo.
And now, let's see here. Parang yung USI Falcons, they really want to make sure that they can get this win after this matchup against JB Heart, but margin, no good on that last sequence, and USI Falcons now running for a win here. And a whistled foul. It is between Pilapil and Asibor there. 55 seconds remaining, and the officials will review that last sequence.
Alright, so let's see. Dahil ang ating mga officials ay magkakaroon dito ng officials review dahil parang sinalubong naman doon nung JB Heart itong si Jolark Asibor. So we'll see. 55 seconds remaining, 86 to 82. 4 na puntos yung kailangang habulin dito nung ating JB Heart. And kung magkakaroon pa dito ng free throw 10 dahil doon sa last sequence na yun, dahil yun ngang last na tinawag doon ng ating referee is unsportsmanlike foul. Pero titingnan natin on our review kung magkakaroon dito ng free throw itong si Asibor. That will be a great chance for them. So let's see. And let's hear it once again. Jersey number 1 of the JB Heart. Let's see. Leo Barde. Now, Leo Barde, matatawagan lang dito ng ordinary foul or blocking foul.
And now, Jasper, this is the moment of truth. Remaining 55 seconds. And USI Falcons having that 4-point lead. And now, this is a very exciting matchup, Jasper. As you can see, it is USI Falcons who wants to get the win because they want to get the win against JB Heart. But at the same time, JB Heart may pinaglalaban din dito as the undefeated team. Now, Asibor, or Doloso rather, with 7 seconds to shoot here, passes to Asibor. Now, Asibor gets inside, tries, no good. And JB Heart again with 36 seconds remaining here. What will happen with this remaining seconds of the game? And a whistled foul there. At Del Rosario yung tatawagan dito ng foul. It is his 4th personal foul. And Magalong will be on the free throw line. At ngayon yung free throw ni Magalong, he really needs to make sure na itong dalawang free throw papasok. First free throw was good here. Down to just 3-point lead and 29 seconds remaining. Malapit na tayo. Malapit na.
Sigurado ko din nakahawak na sa mga inuupan na yung mga nanonood sa ating live broadcast dahil napakahigpit ng laban. Very crucial basket naman ito for Arnold Magalong dahil naibaba nila sa 2 puntos yung kailangang habulin dito. 29 seconds. Anong gagawin ng USI Falcons dito para magkaroon ng security yung panalo nila this night? And undefeated team pa, grabe. Ano yung gagawin nila dito? This timeout is also very crucial for the USI Falcons dahil pag bumalik na tayo 10 and itong 29 seconds na ito, napakabilis na lang nito for this game. So,
Yes.
kailangan talaga nilang pagplanuhan ng maayos dahil 2 puntos and hindi rin malabo na magkaroon tayo ng overtime match dito sa ating fourth
Yes.
and final quarter.
I think this is the same scenario of USI Falcons against NCF
Oh.
Tigers. Last week, ganito din yung puntos po na nilaban ng USI Falcons and pumunta tayo sa overtime. Mangyayari ba yun ulit? But let's see, with us remaining 29 seconds and the ball possession of USI Falcons, 2 puntos po yung kanilang kalamangan dito. So they really need to make sure that this ball possession merong point conversion na magagawa. But at the same time, sa side ng JB Hart, they need to focus on the defense here. Now, down to 23. Asibor, heavily guarded here. Passes to Del Rosario. We can see the defense of JB Hart here. Asibor. That's an offensive foul called by Asibor. We only have 14 seconds remaining. And a 2-point lead of
Grabe
JB
din.
Hart, or of USI Falcons rather. So grabe yung mga mangyayari dito. Will it be an overtime, Jasper? Or isang puntos yung ilalamang ng JB Hart dito?
Ayun na nga, napatawag na nga dito ng timeout. Itong si Coach Alex of the JB Hart. Ano kaya yung gagawin nila dito? Nasa kanila naman yung pressure this time. Well, both of these teams have this pressure. And as you can see on your screens, instant replays or game highlights brought to us by 3 Bakery. Napakagandang laban yung natutunghayan natin. Maraming pwedeng mangyari din. Pwedeng hindi na makapuntos itong ating JB Hart. And the USA Falcons can really get their win. Dudungisan nila yung standing ng ating undefeated team for OBL Elavil Cup Season 1 or makakapuntos dito ng 3 puntos itong ating JB Hart at sila naman yung mananatiling undefeated or 2 puntos lang yung mapupuntos nila at magkakaroon tayo ng 5 minutes overtime match. Maraming pwedeng mangyari. So let's see kung ano yung totoong mangyayari din.
Yes, with only 14 seconds remaining, Jasper, it is a 2-point lead of USI Falcons, but this is the ball possession of JB Hart. Will it be a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, or it will be the ball possession of USI Falcons? Now, Relucio passes to Mendoza now. They need to get a point here, and Mendoza getting that basket to tie the game on 86 all. Pero Jasper, look at the time here. It is 9 seconds. We only have 9 seconds. Ang dami pang pwedeng mangyari dito. USI Falcons calling for a timeout here para plansyahin yung huling 9 na segundo ng ating laro. Now let's take a look at it again. As Mendoza, one of the key players of JB Hart na talagang siya yung nag-stand out for this matchup against USI Falcons, getting that basket, tying the game into 86 all. And with that 9 seconds remaining, will the USI Falcons get the basket, get the win, and really have a big impact on Oragon Basketball League as the only team right now to defeat the undefeated JB Hart? But
grabe.
Dami pa pwede mangyari.
Overtime ba ulit din?
Nako.
USI versus NCF. Overtime. This time, USI JB at overtime ba? 86 to 86. 9 seconds remaining. Ano ang mangyayari? Kaya ba o kakayanin ba nitong ating USI Falcons because it's their ball possession? Kung hindi sila makapuntos, then we'll be having an overtime. Pero kung makapuntos sila, congratulations USI Falcons. Nadungisan yun ng panalo or ng talo yung JB Hart versus the undefeated team for our OBL Elavil Cup Season 1.
Yes, and this just proves, Jasper, that USI Falcons really make sure na hindi lang sila maglalaro for Oragon Basketball League. They will step up. This is a very different aura of USI Falcons from what we've seen during that collegiate league of BICOL. This is the USI Falcons na handang-handa kung sino man yung makakalaban nila dito. Now with that 9 seconds, will USI Falcons finally get a win here and end this intense matchup against JB Hart? Now, ball is still alive here. Asibor
What a shot in! Let's see if that will be counted. Grabe.
Whoa.
Whoa, doloso. I mean, asibor. So, let's hear it from our officials. Para sigurado tayo, 6 seconds, 3 segundo lang yung nabawas dun sa ating game clock. But let's see if that will be counted for doloso.
I think it is a sibor. It is not counted.
Oh.
But we only have 6 seconds remaining here. And Marjan Barde checking in for JB Hart here, making sure that a timeout or an overtime is required here for JB Hart. Now, look, 6 seconds. Will they get this basket? Passes to Asibor. Now down to 5. But a whistled foul here. Tatawagan dito ng foul si Mendoza. So, grabe yung mga nangyayari with this remaining 4 seconds. Once again, it is USI Falcons basketball. Will it be an overtime, Jasper? I can feel the intensity here. Nilalamig na tayo sa electric fan natin dito. Pero this intense matchup gets us sweat in our seats right now. Doloso, no good.
Sayang yung chance na yon by Burse. Naubusan nga sila dito ng oras at magkakaroon tayo dito ng overtime match. 5 minutes overtime match. Grabe. Is this a curse from the USA Falcons na overtime match na yung magdidesisyon sa kanilang laban? 86 all. And we'll be right back. Don't go away dahil sana malaman na natin for this overtime match kung sino mag-uwi ng panalo. Only here on Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon.
And we are back for another 5 minutes of action for the matchup of USI Falcons and JB Hart. We've witnessed it. The last few seconds of that fourth quarter gives us chills, Jasper, because we've seen how far the USI Falcons and JB Hart for this matchup. Grabe yung ipinakita nilang performance dito. And just like what the NCF USI matchup is, another overtime for USI Falcons. But magbabago ba yung fate dito ng USI Falcons? This time ba sa kanila mapupunta yung overtime? Will it be the USI Falcons that will get the win this evening? Or it is JB Hart that will make sure that they are still undefeated up until the end of this league? Now, 89-86, a 3-point lead of USI Falcons here. Talagang pinush nitong dalawang kupunan up until the limit of each other's teams. Now, 13 seconds to shoot here for JB Hart. Relucio passes to his teammate. Down to 10 seconds to shoot here. Now Mendoza, one of the key players here, passes to Relucio. Now Relucio, mukhang hindi na natin nakita yung outside shooting dito ni Relucio. And we're still waiting for that good performance of him. 4 minutes and 2. Napakabilis lang nung ating minuto dito sa ating overtime.
Ayan na nga mapapatawag dito ng head coach challenge itong ating USI Falcons. Courtesy of Coach Tope. So titingnan natin kung ano yung nangyari dun sa last sequence na iyon, kung kanino mapupunta yung ball possession on that challenge called by Coach Tope. So let's see And syempre, pasalamatan muna natin ang ating mga sponsors. We have our sponsors, GILMAR, CASA, DESCANSO, ARCO, DIEZ, Naga College Foundation, Bunny and Piggy Distributors, BICOL Concrete Hollow Blocks, NOLCAST Construction and Supply, HARDSHED Hardware and Construction Supplies, Superb Cuts and Soul, KD Sportswear, Think Pro Incorporated, Glassouts Beach Resort, Tan Dental Clinic, Nisi Rafa Drug Mart, and Barely Deer Shop. Maraming salamat po sa inyong walang sawang pagsuporta.
And Jasper, maraming salamat din sa ating live audience dito sa loob ng NCF Covered Court. And of course, sa ating live viewers, sa ating Facebook page, Oragon Sports TV and Oragon Basketball League Facebook page. Maraming salamat po sa pag-antabay nyo ng ating napakagandang laban ng USI Falcons and JB Hart. But at the same time, meron pa po tayong hinihintay na huling laban. It is the Safe Chasar Master versus the UNC Trifet Naga. But at this moment, it is USI and JB Hart, and unsuccessful yung challenge dito ni Coach Tope of USI Falcons. Now, 4 minutes and 1. Magalong getting that basket here. Now, USI Falcons, 89-88, just a point lead of USI Falcons. Now, to hear a quick update kung anong mangyayari dito sa dalawang kupunan na to, let's hear it from Casey.
Tin and Jasper, this game remains unpredictable. Ramdam na ramdam talaga ang intense ng laban tonight na humantong na nga sa overtime. Walang team ang gustong magpatalo. Napakaganda nga ng laban na natutunghayan natin dito sa NCF Covered Court, Jasper and Tin, dahil every shot and every play counts. Kapit lang kayo at manatiling nakatutok sa laban ng dalawang kupunan na ito dito lamang sa Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon. Back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Casey, for the update for both of these teams dito sa ating overtime match. And this time, 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining at isang puntos lang yung lamang nitong ating USI Falcons. Well, mahaba-haba pa yung ating overtime match. So let's see kung ano yung mangyayari for both of these teams, lalong-lalo na itong ating USI Falcons still naghahabol na maibalik sa kanila yung momentum from, of course, JB Hart. Now, Burse. Asibor, back to Burse. A good ball rotation. Doloso, no good on that 3-point shot. And this time, JB Hart. Nasa kanila na ngayon ang opportunity na makapuntos at magkaroon ng change of favor dito. Let's see.
2 minutes and 57 seconds remaining here. Mendoza, 89-88. Isang puntos sa kalamangan ng USI Falcons and denied by Asibor. Itong si Mendoza. And look, dire-diretso papasok. And the basket count here, 91-88. A 3-point lead of USI Falcons. Anong gagawin ngayon ng JB Hart now that we are fast approaching the last 2 minutes again of this matchup? Now Mendoza once again passes to his teammate. No good. Ngayon, mukhang itong mga minutong ito, mga segundong ito, it is on the side of USI Falcons, but still it is a long way to go here for both teams. Pero mukhang itong USI Falcons, they really want to make sure that this will be a worth overtime for them. 2 minutes. Ayan na nga, last 2 minutes of our overtime. Lionel Barte passes to his teammate, nasa baba for Magalong getting that basket. Ngayon, 3 puntos, hinahabol ng JB Hart, 1 minute and 47.
Now, USI Falcons, Burse on the outside. Let's see kung talagang ido-dominate na itong overtime match. Lock, mid-range jumper, pull-up jumper, lock. Lahat na jumper. Basta si Lock nakapuntos, extending their lead to 5 points against the JB Hart. At agad namang mapapatawag dito ng timeout itong si Coach Alex, courtesy of the JB Hart, dahil medyo mahaba-haba na yung kailangan nilang habulin para magkaroon ng change of favor at mapanatiling undefeated sila dito sa ating OBL Elavil Cup Season 1. And that instant replay is brought to us by Anjana Trading, and safe gas station.
Yes, no room for complacency for this both teams, most especially on the side of USI Falcons. Now they have a 5-point lead here, but at the same time, with this remaining 1 minute and 33 seconds, there are still a lot of things that can happen here. Can JB Hart, after this timeout, plot a game plan here on how they will defeat the USI Falcons? But at the same time, hindi natin alam kung ano yung pwedeng mangyari. So, USI Falcons holding on their 5-point lead here. Pero itong JB Hart, mukhang hindi hahayaan na agad-agad makuha ng Falcons yung panalong yan. At sila pa yung makakatalo dito sa kupunan ng JB Hart. Now, let's see here. And JB Hart Alanis getting that basket here. Down to 3-point lead of USI Falcons. 1 minute and 19. Now, if they really want to get this win, kailangan pumuntos itong USI Falcons. 15 to shoot here for Falcons. Doloso. Nahanap dito ng mapapasahan. Papasok sa loob. Loses that ball, but Locke was there. Locke once again. Napakaganda nung performance dito ni Locke. Kanina pa natin napapansin na si Locke very consistent with his gameplay here. And isa sa mga tinik ng JB Hart. Now, 53 seconds remaining here. And still, that gap is on the side of JB Hart, or USI Falcons rather. A 5-point lead and 47 seconds remaining.
Ayun na nga at natanggal na dito. Itong si jersey number 25.
Yes.
Excluded for this game, Del Rosario of the USI Falcons for, after receiving 5 fouls.
Yes. But at the same time, grabe din yung effort, grabe yung contribution ni Del Rosario from the start of this matchup for USI Falcons. Ang laki din nung kanyang inambag para sa Falcons to have this point and have this good momentum on their side. Now, 97-93, another free throw para dito kay Magalong. Now, let's see if papasok ba ito. Very important free throw for Magalong here because sila yung naghahabol dito. Now, we can see na si Magalong very consistent dyan sa free throw line. At 3 puntos. Again, ito yung nangyari during our 4th quarter. Let's see if can we have another overtime? Second overtime? Or JB Hart will end it, USI Falcons will end it. We'll never know. 45 seconds. 97-94. Nawasibor. They need to make sure this one will go in. Asibor passes to Baita. Baita ngayon. That's a big 3. And the crowd at the bench of USI Falcons cheering for their team. Because at this moment, it is a 6-point lead here with only 23 seconds remaining. Margin passes to Magalong, getting that basket. But still, 18 seconds remaining. 196 on our scoreboard, guys. And still no room for complacency for Falcons here. Because ang dami pang pwedeng mangyari sa ating 18 seconds. Now let's take a look at it again as Spaita releases that 3. Kaya naman nagkaroon ng 4 na puntos na kalamangan itong USI Falcons. So let's see here with this remaining 18 seconds, Jasper. Will USI Falcons end it? Or JB Hart will do something about this 4-point gap?
Pwede rin magka-second overtime match time.
Yun yung
dito sa
titignan natin.
ating bakbakan, JB Hart and the USI Falcons. Let's see kung madudungisan na nga nila yung napakagandang standing nitong ating JB Hart. 5 consecutive wins. Tapos yung ika-6 na makakalaban nila. JB Hart against the USI Falcons. Patuloy na nga bang madudungisan ng USI Falcons, yung undefeated team. Mukhang may dungis ng tatapat itong ating JB Hart sa NCF Tigers. So, let's see. Dahil dito 10, maraming magbabago.
Oo, there are a lot of possibilities for this matchup with that 18 seconds remaining. 4 na puntos na kalamangan lamang ng JB Hart, but at the same time, ang dami pang pwedeng mangyari. But let's see if USI Falcons will end it or JB Hart will do something about that 4-point gap. So we never know because this is the ball possession of USI Falcons. Pwede na lang ubusin yung oras dito. Pero at the same time, tingnan mo naman yung depensa dito ng JB Hart. They really want to snatch that ball. The whistled foul. 11 seconds remaining. Tatawagan ng foul itong si Marjon Barde. 11 seconds.
100 to 96. 11 seconds remaining. Anong gagawin dito nitong ating JB Hart? 2 free throws pang ibibigay dito kay Doloso. A chance here. And Doloso getting his first free throw. 101 to 96. 11 seconds remaining. Another chance for Doloso to make it 6-point lead ang ating USA Falcons. Let's see. Now Doloso. Ayun na nga atin. I think this will be very, very, very hard for the JB Hart. Dahil ayun na, napaka-konti na nung oras natin. No good on that triple by Barde. And that's the end of our overtime match. 102 to 96. Congratulations to our USA Falcons. Nadungisa na nga yung panalo nitong ating JB Hart, having this 5 wins and 1 loss standing. At sunod nilang makakatapat to be the NCF Tigers. Ayun ang atin yung sinasabi natin. Haharap silang may dungis against the NCF Tigers. Don't go away because we'll be right back para makilala ang ating best player of the game only here on Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon.
Ano, Morag ka? Catch Oragon Basketball League on Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon!
Walang makatatalo sa laro ng buhay, kami panalo. Kampeon ng Oragon. Sa puso at isip, kapatiran at respeto lagi nating bigit. Sa bawat tagumpay, may hirap at sakripisyo. Ngunit sa dulo, nagwawagi ang prinsipyo. Kahit anong hamon, kami ay tumatayo sa puso ng Oragon. Oragon kami, handa sa laban, lakas at tapang.
So completely
KINGPIN. Welcome to the main event. 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 Let's go. Welcome to the main event. Welcome to the main event.
Catch Oragon Basketball League on Oragon Sports TV. Liga ng mga kampiyon!
Kampeon ang Oragon, walang makatatalo. Sa laro ng buhay kami panalo. Kampeon ang Oragon.
Our best player of the game is brought to you by Naga College Foundation, home of the champions, leap into the future. And our best player of the game for this overtime matchup, it is jersey number 22, John Michael Doloso with 21 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Now, Doloso, it was a great performance coming from USI Falcons, and for the very first time, JB Hart experienced their first loss, and it is by the USI Falcons. So how does it feel getting this win?
Siyempre, unang-una, masaya kasi birthday ko at pinagandaan talaga namin. Though, marami kaming mga lapses, yung co-captain ko may occasion din. Tinatak talaga namin na kailangan namin makapasok ng top 2 or playoffs. Basta kailangan namin talunin kahit yung last game namin. So, mas mag-iigihan pa namin.
So yung USI Falcons, isa sa mga nakikita ng ibang teams na talagang kailangan nilang paghandaan. Ano ba yung pakiramdam na ngayon yung USI Falcons isa na sa kinatatakutan ng ibang teams?
Inisip talaga namin na di kami malakas. Lagi kaming underdogs.
Walang makatatalo. Sa laro ng buhay kami panalo. Kampeon ang Oragon. Kampeon ang Oragon. Walang makatatalo. Sa laro ng buhay kami panalo. Kampeon ang Oragon.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our best player of the game, John Michael Doloso. Congratulations sa ating USA Falcons.